Hi guys, welcome to a new series that we are going to be putting out twice a week going forward during these very tumultuous times that we're all going through. We are going to be creating a video series called the Herzliya Drosh. And essentially it's just going to be a 3 to 4 minute video coming out twice a week on a Tuesday and a Friday, where we're going to be discussing topics where as the UHS campus rabbi I can just give some guidance and insight into various topical things that are happening in our world, especially in light of everything that's happening with Corona. So, first up, I've been getting a lot of questions as to what we should be doing around family simchas, life cycle events. What do you do when it is, your cousin's bar or bat mitzvah? What do you do when there's a wedding? What do you do for a brit milah? So, we're going to go through the Jewish life cycle. It's going to take the first 3 or 4 of this series to get through the Jewish life cycle. So we're going to begin today with a mazel tov, and that is the birth of a Jewish baby boy or girl. So let's begin with the girls. We know that when a Jewish baby girl is born, it's a big simcha, and one of the key things to do is give a girl her Hebrew name, her Jewish name that she's going to keep with her for the rest of her life. So there's 2 things that we do in order to celebrate that event. Number 1, we give her the name in shul. So obviously that we can't do at the time for the time being until we get back to a situation where we can have shul, where the dad will get an aliyah, get called up to the Torah, and then prescribe her Jewish name, which will be her name, which carries a lot of spiritual significance and is a very important milestone in somebody's life. So we do need to delay and push that off until minyanim are up and running again. But the second part that we also do is that the parents will have a kiddush together with their shul community, which again is the sponsoring and celebration of a big communal meal, which is a great thing to do. And actually the Kabbalists bring down that that's a great siman, a sign for prosperity for the young girl's life, and also that she will meet a good shidduch, a good catch later in her life. So that is something to definitely do, and please mark it down in your calendar that when we are up and running and do have shul, to make sure that you mark to give your child, your daughter, if you know of someone or it's taken place for you, to give your daughter a Hebrew name at the first available opportunity when shuls do open up, together with a sponsored kiddush for the community. The next thing is, obviously, if it's a boy, there is the brit milah, the famous joining the covenant of the Jewish people at 8 days old, when a Jewish boy undergoes his circumcision. And can you do that now with a minyan? Do you need a minyan? Do you not? A lot of questions are being asked of me at the moment. So you don't need a minyan. What you do need just are the parents present, obviously, and then also a mohel, who is the specialist who does the circumcision procedure, both from a medical point of view and also from a spiritual point of view. And then lastly, you need the role of a sandek fulfilled. And that generally is given to a grandparent, but doesn't have to be. An honor can be given to your rabbi, can be given to someone you just want to honor. So that, again, depending on everybody's personal social distancing circumstances and who's in the home. But in lieu of absent of anybody else, then you can just use the dad for that as well. So at the bare minimum, all you would need is to get a special medical letter, which can be garnered, that the mohel can come to your house together with the parents, and you can perform a brit at the day, on the 8th day, in the time that it's supposed to be. The party aspect of it, then you can then celebrate together on Zoom, and the simon tovs, the mazel tovs, and the l'chaims can all be done on Zoom after. So that brings us to the end of kind of a Jewish birth, and if it's a boy and if it's a girl. What we'll be unpacking in the second of this series is for a child. We also have a celebration called a pidyon haben, and also an opshernus. So if those do occur for a young Jewish boy, then we will unpack that in the coming series. I wish everyone much health, strength, and happiness over these challenging times.